Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a tutorial or like for mastering standalone quests.
We're going to be doing walls, ground, and branches. So if you want to learn all of them, you can do it right here.
And we're also going to be doing one more thing, some like other goofy mechanics if you want to learn them. But like, they're not too helpful, like you can get really good at them and then they will. But yeah.
So if you want to see more from my channel or Chaotix's channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, anyways, but walls.
Okay, buddy.
But walls.
Yeah,
Let me just take a good guess of what you look like. That actually perfectly describes it right there. But walls actually aren't as hard as you might think. So what helped me get better at walls was just the fact of just watching people do it. So I'm going to show you a clip of me doing a vertical here and over there. Now that you've seen what a vertical looks like, now let me show you exactly how to do it. So a lot about verticaling and just this game in general is personal preference. Like me personally, I like to have my hand like this when I do it, and then I tilt my head and kind of look up a little bit and I look into the wall. So when I do it, as you saw. But then one thing people struggle with is when they're like hitting down, they hit away from the wall. They do it like this. But you don't want to do that. It's more of like an oval. Look, you go straight down, then a little off, up, down. And then you get faster. But first, start slow. Like, if you want to do it my way, hand flat, go up, and just start slow. Just start slow, and go all the way up. See? That works. This still counts as a vertical. But really, anything past like this point is more like a wall skill. So that's okay. But then eventually, you get faster. You'll get faster with it.
Also guys, sometimes it might help if you just go slow. For like practice just doing this, you can go forward like as much as you want really. Try like setting a goal. Try going a bit fast. It's not quite a vertical yet, but then try getting better and maybe like try getting like, I don't know, halfway up the wall and not going past this point.
Yeah, set some goals for yourself. It doesn't have to be like you have to go straight up to start. Like if you want to, start working on staying on like this portion of the wall, going up and landing on this branch. And then eventually, work your way up, getting like this high, then land on this branch. And then eventually from here, work your way all the way up to slippery walls. And if verticaling isn't your style, then you can also Lucio it. You can Lucio if you want to. Me personally, I prefer vert, but anyone can just Lucio. It works all the same. So now, onto the second part of walls, slippery walls. Now this is where it gets a bit hard. You don't want to instantly try and become the best at slippery walls. You want to get better at normal walls first. Then eventually, you get better at slippery walls. But how to really practice slippery walls is if you master walls, or you decided like you're Lucio or a vert, then just like normal walls, start slow. Try to like just hit, and just kind of stay on the wall. You're not going to get it instantly, then eventually you'll get it. And also, people say you have to hit it like super fast and super hard. That's not true, except for hitting it hard. If you hit it hard, see how I get launched up? Okay, you ready? Get launched up, hitting it hard. But when you hit it, you gotta make sure you stay parallel with the wall, which means you hit on it. And then you stay up here. Now the main use of slippery walls is a slip slap, which is basically you go up you hit off the slippery walls. Or you hit off the red walls like that. That's the main use. Anyways,
Alright,
now we're on to the branching.
Alright guys, so my main tip for branching is just try to focus with your where your hands are at. Don't just aimlessly hit off everything and freak out. You want to just make up routes. And if you're not very good at the game, honestly, my biggest tip is actually just practicing. It's really not anything about
That goes with falls too.
yeah, practicing is just
And ground.
it's just the best thing to do. And to branch, I literally 7 months ago I was a walls player. An update came out where I can no longer play 60 hertz, so I switched to 90. And so I stopped playing walls. I hated the game honestly 7 months ago. And still 5 months ago. And then I actually started getting really good at branches. I got back into the game. And literally it just takes practice. It just takes practice. You don't have to be really great at the game. I sucked at branching. My branching was like this at the time. I was super slow. Could barely get at the trees. But now, if you watch my montages, you can see that my branching is 10 times better than it used to be. It just takes practice, and once you get good, I recommend learning how to underbranch, and I'll teach you how to do that, and I'll teach you some other mechanics. So basically, a lot of people don't even know anything about this area. It just looks dumb. What the hell are you supposed to do? I mean, you could get up here, scale up, but there's actually a lot of other things, like what Icy just did. Literally, just did this. That's all he did. Easy peasy. That's a little route. You can do other things like this, like that. That's a fun route. It's just it takes practice, and to underbranch, all you gotta do is I've taught my friends how to underbranch who aren't even very good at the game. Yeah, but basically, this is a good spot to start. I just like doing it here. I always go over here and just do this branch, do other things. But basically, what you want to do though to underbranch, to underbranch is you want to hit underneath the branch like this, and you want to just get right here, and you want to just hit yourself over like this. Basically, you want to do this fast. If you do it slow, this is what happens. You either can't make it over, or you just completely just mess it up, or do something dumb like this on accident. That's happened to me. You want to go right here on this branch, right this area, and you hit over, okay? And you can do 2 consecutive underbranches at once, like this. You can, okay, I messed up, but you can do stuff like this, and just underbranch, and then swing like that, like this. You can do that as well. I used to do that all the time. I just hospital flip there. You can do crazy things like this. I do this in my montage a lot. But just make up routes and just practice. That's the main thing. That's all you gotta do. If you try too much crazy stuff though, when you're first starting out, then you're not gonna get better. You gotta try sometimes you gotta challenge yourself, do harder stuff, but don't try really, really hard stuff. Advanced stuff that pro players do or something. Just don't try doing too much crazy stuff, but try making it hard for yourself.
The next part is ground. Now, ground can be either complicated or super easy. Now, sadly, just because it's a VR game, having longer arms really helps you. Me and Chaotic stand up as far as you can, Chaotic. Not very tall. Me, it's not very tall. But So that can kind of sadly hold you back on ground. But you can still be, oh, shocking, you can still be pretty fast. Now, just like walls, this is personal preference. Now, how I recommend doing it is to start, just get used to like the motion of backhand swinging like this, and front hand doing loops at the same time. Like this, like start doing this. And once you figure out like this is how you do it, then eventually you can get used to that. Now, I'm gonna just kind of show you my run. So basically, my run is I have my hand like this. Kinda can attempt to give you more reach. I'm not very fast on ground, but it's okay. So basically, what you do is your hand like this, and I go across my body all the way back, and I flick it forwards. Flick it forwards, then I flick it back in. Oh, lost tracking. And you can also do it if you're left-handed. Now, if you're right-handed or left-handed, if you're left-handed, do your left hand in front. If you're right-handed, do your right hand in front. Now, what my left hand does is while my right hand's pushed in here, my left hand comes up in front and pulls back, while my right hand does this. Then together, it should look something like this. If you don't lose tracking, of course. Again.
Ground is very dangerous for your controller because if you accidentally let go of one while you swing your arms as hard as you can, your controllers are cooked. So
yeah, make sure you wear wrist straps.
Or if you don't have wrist straps like me, I don't have wrist straps because mine broke. Then hold your hands in a fist. I don't really do that because I learned like how to hold my controllers without doing a fist and not having to drop them or throw them. Once in a while it'll happen, but not very often. Usually not while I'm doing ground. I'm usually doing something other really stupid, like long jumps or like really long branch.
Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy. Well, you already enjoyed it, but like, bye.